We've lived here since 2002, and I love everything about the house except these stairs. There's two pivots on them. And I collect coin-op stuff. So you can imagine, you know, getting couches and furniture up and down these stairs is terrible. But getting pinball machines up and down is a real pain. So this first landing here, that is big enough to set a pinball on. You know, modern pinball machines, the head folds down onto the body, and so it's a pretty big footprint. And that will fit on this landing, but I can't pivot it. So what that means is I have to set the game on here and then move the dolly around to the side. So, you know, you run the risk of damaging the art on the side of the game, on the cabinet. So, you know, I in the past I've had to put blankets and stuff on the dolly to make sure that that doesn't happen. But when I redid the basement, I pulled these stairs apart. I came up with an idea, and I kind of wanted to share what I did. Maybe it'll benefit someone. And I'd be curious to see how I always like hearing how other people solve problems like this. So what I did is, if you look up at the ceiling, that ceiling used to be about a foot higher. And this landing used to be a little narrower. I actually cut it open and made it larger. I made a larger opening, and the idea is that beneath the wooden boards in that ceiling above the landing is a winch. And the idea is I bring a game down these four stairs, 1, 2, 3, yeah. And I set it right there. And instead of trying to mess with pivoting it or, you know, loading blankets onto the dolly and so on, what I'll do is I'll leave it there, put straps on it, lift it up with that winch, and then remove this landing. So what I've done is I opened up, if you look under the landing, so that's where the stairs are right there, and then this is underneath the stairs. So I remove that landing, and here's underneath. And then this just rests in there. I will remove that and then drop the whole game down to the floor here onto a dolly. And at that point I can just wheel it out. So my hope is that I will now be able to do this myself and not rely on all of the reluctant people that agree to help me now. It should work, and I just got a game. It's a Williams Ringer, so that's going to be the first game that I use this winch with, so you will get to see my success or failure. Hopefully it works out. I had to beef up the ceiling up above it, obviously, to, you know, hold the weight. Above that is the stairs going upstairs. So they were already pretty beefy, 2x12s. But I reinforced them where the winch mounts onto it. I reinforced them with steel beams and so on. And I'll show that in a second when I move the game downstairs. So let's get to that. All right, I have the winch exposed, and I added a load balancer to the hook in case I need to tilt the game one way or the other. And then down below, I built a platform to raise the game up to the level of the first stair. That'll give me a little bit more room to remove the dolly from under the game.
All right, jumped ahead a little. There's the back of the game. Set it on that platform, and it's ready to be strapped up to that load balancer, and then we'll lift it and then remove the platform underneath it. All right, strapped it up, lifted it about an inch. Now I'm going to pull the platform out from underneath it.
There's Eric,
Yeah.
my helper. He's working hard.
Yeah, I am.
It may not look like it.
Very good.
Okay.
Stop.
Let's stop every now and then and check it out, okay? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go down like a foot. Go all the way down. Okay, let me get down there. Put a foot on here. Just to keep it.
I think that this foot is actually.
I can't hear you.
More. I think that this foot is actually making this way more.
I still didn't hear you.
Whatever.
Go ahead, go down. Go ahead.
Is it close or?
You got about a foot and a half.
How much now?
Keep going, a foot. A little more.
All right, I'll show you what that looks like from underneath. Game's a little taller than a pinball, so we're gonna have to tilt it to get it out from under there. There's my helper. Good job, Eric. I gotta drag it out.